With school letting out for summer, a lot of parents are trying to find ways to get their kids to keep reading outside of the classroom. Cartoonist and author Bret Juliano has a cool and creative solution. He's the creator of Dust Bunny Mafia, a series of books featuring menacing but adorable monsters. There's also some Chicago history in there as well, because some of these books are based on true crime. Legendary crime, as it would, and Bret Juliano joins us now. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I love it. So I was looking through some of your comic books, and first of all, they're beautifully well done and produced. It's not like the comic book of my youth.
Yeah, I try and I really want to put my best foot forward when it comes to producing it. So I write everything, draw everything, lay out the whole books, everything myself, and then ship it off, because I want to have a good, presentation, because some people, they see this before they meet me, or they don't get the whole experience.
Right.
So
it's neat, and you achieve that goal. So when people hear a comic book that incorporates true crime, they might think, well, wait, how's that for kids? But as I looked through it, it did a good job.
Thank you. So the way I do it is I incorporate the Looney Tunes kind of philosophy, where it's slapstick humor, there's a lot of wordplay, any kind of violence is off panel or implied, and then it's in a way that allows for kids to enjoy it, but then as you get older, you start to understand some of the history and some of the interworking relationships that are between the different families. And
you said it's been your time in Chicago that caused you to want to incorporate that history, because we've got some great stories. Yeah.
So I had started the comic when I was living in Los Angeles, about 4 years before moving to Chicago, and then we moved specifically to Oak Park, and I was fascinated with the amount of mafia history, the different houses, the fact that a lot of the mobsters are buried in Mount Carmel that was only a 15-minute drive.
Right by the Eisenhower.
Yeah.
You could wave at them as you go by, yeah.
And so it was just natural to, as I was working on the books, to start to incorporate some of those stories into an already existing crime comic.
So for people who want to encourage others in their lives to read, because it is so hard, child or adult, to pull people off their phones and give them the attention span that's needed for a book. What are your words of wisdom there?
Look for non-traditional ways to read. I mean, there's so many different comics and graphic novels out there. Books, there's something for everyone out there, whether it's at your local library, going to different literary fests or markets where people have pop-up shops and things like that. Comics, graphic novels, you can find anything to get someone interested in reading. And the best part is, with comics, they don't really realize that they're reading.
Right, exactly.
Because they're looking at the pretty pictures.
Is there an order that you recommend, or age group specific?
For my books, I like to promote Meet the Family. It's kind of the introduction, and it kind of sets up the whole world. I've got 3 big graphic novels, one not seen here, that they're my own original stories. And then I've got 6 volumes of the based on a true story, and those level, I feel, are more like middle school age and above. Just because with each comic, I also give a brief blurb of history. And so for those, I think that middle school age is where you really start learning about some of the world events that you would understand the comics better.
Yeah, well, we hear a lot about shop local. Get your books local as well from local authors. It's kind of a great message, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you're out in Oak Park. Where can people get the books, though? Online? What do you recommend? Are you in stores as well?
I'm in a couple stores, but I'm primarily online. I've got a website, dustbunnymafia.com, where all my books are available. I do crowdfunding campaigns with Kickstarter a couple times a year. That's where you can get some of the best merchandise and exclusives outside of the books. And then I'm in also several local libraries.
And just like the chef we had on earlier, I love hearing people's backstories. And this was not your full-time gig for a while. You were doing other stuff, and you're like, you know what? I want to pursue my passion.
Yeah, and so I was sitting in traffic, working a software engineering job, and realized I needed a creative outlet. And then this was born.
It was. Well, excellent. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Bret is talking about the hidden history of Roosevelt Road at a Forest Park Historical Society event this Friday night at Charlie's Restaurant on Roosevelt Road, appropriately enough. Tickets are still available, and you can follow him on the socials at Dust Bunny Mafia to learn more about his books and upcoming events. Thanks again for being with us.